Good morning. I'm Sean, and this is your Morning Huddle. I hope it is dry where you are. We are getting the floods of biblical proportions around Middle Tennessee. So, here's a question for you. Do you feel like if only I had the right clients, I could grow my business if only I had the right clients? Good morning, Lauren. There's an old story about a dog on the front porch. Stay with me now. I know it's early Tuesday morning. There's a story about, good morning, Gwen. There's a story about an old dog on the front porch, and a stranger walks up and is talking to the farmer, and the whole time he's talking, the dog is just moaning and groaning. And finally, as the conversation goes on, the stranger turns to the farmer and says, "What's wrong with the dog?" And the farmer said, "Oh, you mean the moaning and groaning?" He said, "Yeah. What's wrong with the dog?" He said, "Oh, he's laying on a nail." The stranger said, "Well, if he's laying on a nail, why doesn't he get up off the nail?" And the farmer said, "It's just not hurting bad enough." So it's hurting bad enough to moan and groan, but it's not hurting bad enough for the dog to actually get up and do something about it. This is something that we hear played out in different scenarios. Good morning, Stephen Gocher. This is something that we hear played out in different scenarios all the time. If I only had the right client, I could grow my dental practice. Moaning and groaning. Not really doing anything about it, but using that as the excuse for why I can't grow my business. You know, I'm going to be talking about this on a podcast on Friday, because this is such a big issue. But here's the bottom line. At the end of the day, does it really have anything to do with the right client? Or does it have everything to do with your ability to focus? Good morning, Vito. Does it have everything to do with your ability to focus on getting up off the nail? Quit moaning and groaning. If you truly believe that you don't have the right clientele, then you know what? Get up off the nail and go do something to get the right clientele. Now, that's a little bit different. I mean, you've got the ability to market and so forth. That's a little bit different. I don't want to get sidetracked on that conversation, because the thing that we hear most of the time is in my state, in my city, in my area, whatever, there's no money, people only want insurance and all of that. Listen, I could give you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of real result scenarios from clients that we've worked with. Good morning, Brittany. Thank you for joining me. I could give you real stats from clients that we've worked with in some of the poorest vicinities in the United States of America. But at the end of the day, because the doctor and the team did not focus on we don't have the right clientele, they put 100% of their focus on how is it that we can create value. Value for the service that we provide, value for our team, value for our time, value for our doctor. That was a big bump. And then because of that, some of the poorest, worst economic conditions in the U.S. have become some of the most successful practices on earth. We're talking single doctor, 3 million collections practices. But at the end of the day, it's not about me quoting stats on and on and on and on. It's about you challenging the beliefs in your head. Even the worst conditions in the U.S. are better than most conditions on earth. And in America, everybody makes decisions based on exactly what it is they want. Your job and my job is to create value for that. Quit focusing on the right clientele. Put the focus inward on how do you create value. Don't be the dog moaning and groaning. get up off the nail and do something about it. And that's what's going to make sure that you're having happier clients, better results, making more money, and enjoying the ride. I'm Sean. Thanks for joining me. This is your Morning Huddle. Have a great day.